Hello traders, welcome to marketaddiction.net. Today is February 11th, 2009. Had a sideways day today in the markets. The Dow ended up 50 points, the Nasdaq was up 5, and the S&P was up 6 points. Starting off with the daily chart of the S&P 500. One of the first things that stands out to me is this uptrend line we have all the way back from November of last year. Came down today right around this trend line level, touched it, got a little bit of a bounce off of it. Zoomed in to the 10-minute time frame, you can see that we was pretty much range bound all day. Came up, tested the top of it in the afternoon, came down and tested yesterday's lows just before that. If we do get a break above this range to the upside, we should see it move up to this 5-day moving average. I wouldn't expect it to go much higher than that. Also, if you would put some Fibonacci on here from the sell-off 2 days ago to today's lows, you would see that that would also coincide right around with the 50% retracement level. If we zoom out to the 60-minute chart, you can see this trend line I mentioned earlier a little bit better. Came down, touched it 3 times as support, and they say that the more often support is tested, the higher the chances are of it breaking. So I think if we do see a break below this level, we should see a rush of selling in come into the markets. Looking at the daily time frame, that would give us a profit target or an objective all the way down around last year's lows. I don't think there will be a whole lot in between here and those lows to slow us down too much. Looking at some of the individual stocks on my watch list, I'm looking at DOV, it's calling a short side. We've had lower highs in here, lower lows. The 50-day moving average is basically flat. We are trading below it. Looking at the 60-minute time frame, you can see the series of lower highs a little bit better in here. The 5-day moving average starting to decline a little bit. Zoomed into the 10-minute chart. A break below this level here would be the ideal entry for a push to the downside with a stop right above this level. For a profit target, if we do get a break for this level, we should go all the way down to around this $24, $25 level. Another stock on my list is BWLD. Very similar setup with lower highs, lower lows. We are also trading below the 50-day moving average. Zoomed in the 60-minute chart, we need to see a break below this level here in order to bring in some more sellers. I'm not going to give an exact entry on this one. I think we might have to give this one another day or two in order to get down to this level. But if we do get a break, there's not a whole lot of supply between here and last year's lows. This would give us a target of around the $14 or $15 level. Looking at RRI, this is a call on the long side if this market does decide to rally. The daily chart, pretty much a mess in here. It's just been really sideways. But if you look at the 60-minute chart, you can see that we have had this higher high and higher lows. Looks like we are putting in another higher low. The 5-day moving average is inclining. Zoomed into the 10-minute time frame, I'll be watching this one. If it starts to break above this 560 level, that would put us above this inclining 5-day moving average and past this previous high. If I do enter it here, I'd have a stop below this, right around this 525 level. For a profit target, I'd be looking for this one to go back up to around $7.20. Some of the stocks I'd entered today, I entered 2 positions. I'd entered BGG. This is the chart that I had posted on my blog earlier in the day. Basically, I was looking at a series of lower highs, lower lows. We were below the 50-day moving average. Zoomed into the 30-minute chart, I entered right here 1502. Pulled back against me, but did not violate this previous high. So I'm still in this position. Started to pull back off of this area, so it looks like I put in another lower high. So I think we should see continued downside on this one if we do get a break below this $15 level. Another stock that I'd entered was LWSN. Similar setup on this one, lower highs, lower lows. We're hovering right around this 50-day moving average on it. But looking at the 60-minute time frame, you can see that we've had these lower highs. Zoom to the 10-minute chart. We've also started this series of lower highs, lower lows. I entered right at this level. Went in my favor a little bit. At the end of the day, the rally we had, it came back up against me, but it did not violate this previous high, so I'm still in this one. My stop is right above this area right here. I have a lot more stocks on my watch list, so if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out my website at www.marketaddiction.net. Also, be sure to check out some of the links on the side. Have a great day and stop back.